We're going to start with the US index. US index did something that was very surprising, you know, during the week. So we're expecting something to happen, but it finally did not happen. So that is how market works. So I'm going to show you what we're expecting to happen. If I go to the daily time frame, so we're expecting this high to get taken out, this particular high. So it's going to be the last month high. So we're expecting it to get taken out so that we're going to sell US index, which is a DXY, and we'll be able to buy to buy Euro USD and some other pairs like that. But finally, what we had, the takeover we have there, USD US index did not take out the high, at least with my broker. So I don't know if you take it out with yours, but I did not take it out with my broker. And there were a lot of manipulation. The brokers had a lot of manipulation during the week. So a lot happened. But we're expecting this week to be corrected. So a lot of things to be corrected and regulated because of the FOMC and the NFP. Everything just went wild. So, but now CPI news and some other news are coming next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're expecting some of the things to get corrected. And this high is still pretty dangerous. I'm gonna put it like that. So it's still pretty dangerous. So maybe they're leaving it for a long time, but it's still pretty dangerous. So when the market is coming back, they might be targeting it and they might not. So they might and they might not. But just look at it, and selling above here is very, very nice, but selling below it is not that nice. So it's kind of very, very dangerous. Okay. So that is what we just need to know about the DXY. And if you look at it, it forms a breaker block and started selling. So we don't know, maybe it will be willing to take out this low. If we go back to daily, we have this low here. So we don't know if it will be willing to take out the low. But if we go back to 4-hour, we see some kind of nice structure here. So it depends on what is going to happen next week. But we don't really have a pretty clear picture of what's going to happen, especially on the majors. So we don't really have a clear picture because everything is just selling right now. And using the majors, everything is just buying. So it's just like that. So that is really what we can say. But we cannot say this is what's going to happen, this is what is going to happen, because we don't really have a clear picture right now. But using the technicals, we have some kind of other blocks here. So we don't know if it's going to be respected. But if Monday comes, a lot of things will be clear. So we'll be able to say, yeah, this is what we are expecting, this is not what we are expecting. But for now, we're just going to be sitting tight and looking at what is going to happen using the majors, just with the majors. So the JPYs have some nice setup, but Euro USD, GP USD, things like that, they don't really have nice setup. So that was why I don't even have any entry. So I was expecting this low to be taken out on Euro USD. So this Euro USD, you can see the low. So I put out a screenshot of this, if you remember, in the group. So I sent it out. I said, if it take out this particular low, it would be a very nice buy. So, and it didn't take out the low, using my broker here. It didn't take out the low. So it's just from an equal low here. So it might still be taken out, later. But let's just take a look at what's going to happen. Let's wait patiently and see. If it take out the low, we are still going to buy. And if it doesn't, you can just start going higher. Then it means that they will come back for this later. But when we see the commercials selling, we are going to sell with them. But for now, we don't really have anything. We can't sell from here. We cannot, we can't just sell from here, anywhere here. And even if the price retraces back, it will be very, very difficult to buy here, even when we have, except we have the commercial buying from here. That is when we'll be willing to buy from here. If we don't see any traces of commercial or commercials buying from here, we are not going to be buying from here. So we are going to wait until the markets take out this particular dangerous low. All right, let me put it that way. So back to GBP USD. GBP USD has a very nice setup. It took out this particular low here and it went up. So what are we expecting on GBP USD? We have two areas here, the up and the down. The up and the down. So these are two target area. So if we go to the higher time frame, we see this bullish candle closing very, very bullish and above this high. So it means that if this candle will be defended, it means that this will be target. If this candle is not going to be defended, it means that this is going to be target. All right. So everything depends on this particular candle here. Everything depends on this particular candle here. So if Monday comes and we see a long bearish candle and the candle closes below here, so if it closes below here, so they will be willing to drag the markets down, and the target is going to be this area here. So around 1.3700. So they will be willing to drag the market there. So, and if the market continue upward, so they will be willing to take this high. There are a lot of liquidity above this high, resting above this high. So, but when I took the measures, so it was around 39.50 or 55 around. So those two areas, let's just pay attention to it. They are points of reference. So now looking at the 1 hour or 4 hour, let's go to 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour, so if the market retraces back, I don't think they are going to retrace up to this level here, because they took a very long journey. Whenever you see a very long journey here, they sometimes, let me just say most times, they will not be willing to come down to another block to respect another. Just forget about the other block. Just like what happened here. You can see a very long journey here. So they will not, if they want to continue the journey, they will not be willing to, respect the other block. So I don't think, if they want to be going up, I don't think they will come back to this other block. I don't think so, except if the markets retrace, come back, retrace, come back. They are just slowing down. But I don't think they will be willing to do that. There are a lot of buyers here, so I don't think they want to give the chance for others to come back into here, having an opportunity here. So I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think so. So what they might do is, if the price come down here, they might be willing to take out this low. And if they take out this low again, that means they are going to downside, the area that I marked earlier. And if the markets stop anything around here, maybe 50%, okay. So if the market stop around the 50% area here, or maybe the 38% area here, so, and they really want to continue to the upside, so they will just stop around here. They'll stop around here, and they are going to push up from this area here. They're going to push up, from anywhere from 38, to 50 area. They'll just stop there and they're going to push up. So I don't think they'll be willing to come down, and anything that make them to come down, there is probability that they'll be willing to take out this low here. But it's just a probability. But let's just look at what's going to happen. We don't really have any clear setup on all this area here, but we know there's going to be retracement on GBP USD. On USD cards, there is no say as well, because USD card does not even move at all. It does not move at all. So what we have here, we have a bunch of liquidities below this low, liquidity above this high. All right, so for now, USD card is not clear. We can't really say this is what it's going to do, but using the technicals, we know that it can go down to take out this liquidity, and it might go up to take out this liquidity. Assuming that we are having a high volatility news, we are going to place a buy stop above this high and a sell stop below this low, if we are having that. But I don't think we are having that until Friday, Thursday or Friday. Yeah, I don't think we are having that until Thursday or Friday. So um, we are not looking at much here. What's are we just we are just not looking at anything here. USD card is pretty rough for now. So it's better just looking at it and using it to analyze other market that have GBP card and Euro cards, other card cross pairs. So we are just going to be using USD card to measure it. But for now, we don't really have any say on USD card just because of what is happening on the dollar index. So here we have NZD USD. We still have these clean highs there. So they've defended the price here. So it looks like they might want to take this high, and that's what we are expecting for now for them to take out this particular high here. And AUD USD, you can see that AUD USD has been in consolidation since July, ending of July. It has been in this consolidation, and the market has not moved. So it means that something big is coming up on AUD USD. So how do you trade this kind of consolidation? We can buy the lows and sell the highs. So that's how we're going to be trading it for now until it breaks out to somewhere. It can either break up or down. But what we are willing to do as at Thursday, Friday was if the market took out this particular low, you can see the equal lows here. So if the market took out the low, we'll be willing to buy below the low. That was our anticipation, but the market rather respected this particular bearish bullish order block right here. The market respected this bullish order block. So I was expecting the market to take out this equal low and also this should be here. The NZD USD should be here. So I'll just be buying the NZD USD. If the NZD USD is not taking out this low and AUD USD is taking out this low. So I'll just be buying NZD USD using that kind of setup. But for now, no clear picture because we are in August. No clear picture. Now, okay, US Euro cards, we don't really have anything to say. What we just want is a little retracement, then a continued movement in the bullishness of this Euro card. So that's what we want to see. We have a very, very nice setup. You can see that we're able to we took the buy setup from here and we are still holding it. So I took three positions. I closed two around here and I left the remaining one, to just be running. So since I'm ready to break even, so I left it because if you look at the kind of setup, you can see that the market already cleared all the liquidity below this low here. So we are just left with this one here and this one here. So I waited and they took it out. After taking it out, so I just placed my entry around here and the market consolidated, then we have this spike. So which is the spike that took out the retailers. A lot of retailers will be running away from this kind of spike down here, and it's a spike that started journey. Whenever you see this kind of spike in a consolidation, it is a spike that started journey. So and it has started this journey. So let's say hopefully it will continue the journey to the upside if Euro GBP is supporting it. So on Euro GBP, we also have a very nice setup. We took some buys here. So I remember, I think I sent some charts on Euro GBP, or I made mention of some things on Euro GBP. So we were talking about the buy on Euro GBP, not the sell. So this is a spike that started the journey. But this spike was supposed to take out this particular low. It was supposed to take it out. But if there are a lot of buyers, commercial buyers here, it's not going to take it out. And that was what happened. So this spike did not take out this low and the market starts moving to the upside. So if it took out this low, it would have been a very, 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 very high probability buy. You don't have to just do anything than buying it. All right. And the takeaway would have been very, very nice. But right now we're having a retracement. So we've marked out this particular area. So if the market retraces up to this area, we'll be willing to buy there if we see the commercials, buying from there. And Euro NZD, we don't really have much. So the market might be willing to take out this particular low here. So we don't really have much on Euro NZD. So USD JPY is also very nice. So we missed this a lot of setup last week. A lot of setup was missed last week. So that was why we quickly went to the Nasdaq to to take our meat pies. So USD JPY, we are hoping that the markets come above here. So we are expecting the market to come around here before the sell happen, at least taking out this particular high. But after taking out all this high, because of the sell pressure on DXY, so USDJPY did not meet up the criteria for the sell entry. So it stopped around here and started selling. It gave us re-entry here, but we could not re-enter because we don't really like this price here. So we couldn't re-enter. And the takeoff was very, very nice. It sold nicely when DXY started dropping. So it sold nicely. And it left our pending order there, so we just have to delete it. So what are we looking at now on the USDJPY? Now, this is a critical area here. So just looking at it, you want to say that it's going to take out this low because it's coming from here. Yes. But if we take another look at it, we have to just wait for Monday to see if the commercials are on. If the commercials are on, there is a lot of buyers on this particular long candle here. If you check this long candle here, this green candle, there is a lot of buyers here and they might want to defend the price. All right, they might want to defend the price. So all I just waiting for is to see the traces of the commercials. So if the commercials started buying, we are going to be willing to buy around here because the buyers here are going to support the price and will be willing to buy here. And when we buy here, so the market might take it back to this high again. It might take it back to this high again. Let's just watch for the commercial buyers around the USD JPY. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. So on GBP card, okay, we took some nice setup here on GBP card. You can remember I sent in the group that we're having accumulation on GBP card. And you can see that we had a very nice accumulation process. It's not easy to see accumulation process, but once you start seeing it, it's a very, very good thing. It's a very, very good thing. So the market accumulates some long position around here and it closes above here. Closes above here, then it's coming back right now. So we just want this area here to support the price. We don't want them coming back to this other block. We don't want them coming back to this other block. So it's just like giving away all the 118 pips. But what we just want is for the price to be supported around here. Then boom, it starts going up. So that's what we are expecting right now. So on GBP CHF, nothing much, just another sell, but we don't really have something much. On gold, what do we have on gold? We have a lot of sellers on this particular candle here, and you can see it is a vacuum, something that is calling to be filled. Fill me, fill me, fill me. So now it can fill it to the 50% or maybe 100%. It can fill it, but we are expecting the market to retrace anything around here. We are expecting the market, to retrace a little bit. Though we still have liquidity above this high. We don't know if it's going to be taken out, but we know that we should be expecting some retracements. We know that we should be expecting some retracements using this, because we have high lot sellers here. If you remember what happened, so we have high lot size here. So, and they might be willing to defend the price, you understand, just for a short time before, the bullishness continues to take out all this high. So they might be willing to do that. So let's just watch out for that. So this is what a lot of people call fair value gap. And let's see how market is going to play around that area. Let me quickly go to the GPPs, the JPYs. So looking at the JPY, so we are looking at a very nice buy coming up on GBP JPY. So we are looking at a nice buy, because I think that they've run all these lows. They took out this first low, they took out the second low. Now this is the third low now. So I think that they are introducing buy to us. You understand? So let's just watch out for the buy on GBP JPY. So it's going to assist it if USD JPY buy is going to really assist the setup. So the same thing with Euro JPY. We're also expecting some buyers to come in on the JPY. So we'll be targeting the JPY. So we want them to take out all this low. So once they take out all these lows, we'll be willing to buy with it. AUDJPY also, we want them to take out this particular low. So if you take out this particular low, we'll be willing to buy. NZDJPY is going to be my favorite, so I'm still watching for it. So it's going to be my favorite for next week. Especially on Monday. So I'm going to check what is going to happen. They might want to take out this low, but I don't really want them to do that. So I'll watch AUDJPY very well to know what is going to happen. Let me take it to time frame. All right. So using the 1 hour time frame, if AUDJPY take out this particular low, the August 10 low, and we go back to NZDJPY, if NZDJPY did not take out the August 10 low, that means NZDJPY is going to respect this other block, and there's going to be a lot of buyers on this particular other block, and this here will be their target. This will be their first target here. This area here will be their first target, and eventually they might want to take it to this area here. So everything still depends on what the commercials will do, but so the one that I'm going to be focusing on more is the JPYs. I'm for next week. I'm going to leave the USD except if I see something otherwise, but I'll be focusing on the JPYs for next week, because all the JPY are having similar setup. If you see the CAD JPY too having similar setup. So for now, let's just focus on that. On oil, we are also expecting some bullishness. On oil, we're expecting some buyers to come in, and the price should shoot up. If KJPY goes up, oil will also go up. And if oil goes up, it will be taking out the 68.90, maybe also taking out the 69 area here. Maybe also taking out the 69 area here. So we are expecting the price, to start going up from next week. We're expecting the price. So that means here will be defended and the price will go up if you are trading oil. So I think we are having a very nice setup on oil. So for US, which is the S&P, US 500, we are expecting some sellers to come in. Some hard sellers, we're expecting them to come in. We'll be seeing some traces of the sellers. So we are just expecting the full sellers to come in, and we'll be able to trade S&P 500 and also NASDAQ. So, but we are not going to be buying. We are only going to be selling the highs. So if the market makes higher high, we sell the highs. If the market make higher highs, we sell the high. So the reason why we are selling the high is because we are expecting some sellers in, and eventually they are going to get in, and the price will actually drop. And if the price drop, we'll be looking at this area here first, then maybe taking out all these lows here, maybe taking out all these lows here. But let's wait for the sellers before we talk about the measures. Let's wait for the sellers to come in, so before we talk about the measures. And also, AUD card left us hanging. I placed a buy limit around here. So, but it did not take the buy limit. I don't know if it is spread or not, but the spike here did not reach here. Just left me hanging here. A lot of setup. A very, very nice setup. This will have been the target here. This will have been the target here, this area here. So if I was able to get in here, but I can still get in, doesn't matter, I can still get in if we have some retracement down, and AUD is very, very bullish, so I can still get some retracement, and the price will actually move up. So for now, this is what we anticipating, and on all the peers, I think we've touched most of the peers. Yeah, we've touched most of the peers. So if you have any question, you can